Man, that song goes hard.
The song slaps.
It really does. Thank you, Canva, stock song, for just throwing us a gem, because that's fantastic. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Garbage Time with Boda. I'm Zach, Soggy Boy. I'm your host, tonight. With me right now, I have James.
Ew.
At some point, we'll have an appearance from Drew.
Eventually.
Just show the fuck up, you lazy piece of shit. Let's just start off by saying, oof, Red Sox. Just a little forward here. Oof. I mean, it wasn't their pitching that got them through anything. It's their offense, and Houston's found a way to kind of extinguish that. But please don't. I don't like. That's a hell no. Welcome, Drew. Oh yeah, no, we can't hear you, buddy. Sorry. That's a no.
No, yeah. If you speak into whatever it was that's not plugged in, it definitely helps.
That's tough.
Hey, Drew, congratulations on Whitney Merciless.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he just signed with the Packers.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. That's good. He was a free agent?
Yeah, he got cut earlier this week, I think.
Weird.
Yeah.
Off the Texans?
He's on the wrong side of his career, so.
I mean, yeah, but they couldn't use him on the Texans? Are you kidding me?
That's right, man. I didn't understand them cutting Anthony Miller. That made no sense. The fact that he's still a free agent blows my mind.
Yeah, the Patriots could use someone like him. Let me tell you.
Yeah, get another undersized slot guy. That's what you need.
Fuck you. Hello.
Yay.
There he is. Finally. Drew, welcome. All right. Well, I the way I wanted to start the show, ladies and gentlemen, and Drew, you fucking alien. I wanted to talk about those Packer uniforms that they just unveiled.
They didn't just unveil them. They unveiled them in August, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But anyways, those
sick.
Packers uniforms that they're playing in this coming weekend are sexy.
So
those things are
yeah.
hot.
I missed the post window on that one, Drew. Sorry.
Did you?
My deepest apologies for that one.
Oh,
it's all good. We're a few months out. I haven't even really noticed. So. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, though those unis, fire combo. I mean, green and yellow is always timeless, but those are clean. Those are real clean.
It's a lot better than any other retro jersey the Packers have put out.
I mean, I like that one the best, but come on, really? The Acme Packers jerseys, come on. Those are.
I'm not arguing for the Acme Packers jerseys.
Are you sure, Drew? You don't want that?
No, I don't. I love where it comes from, but no.
Yeah, I mean,
we're past that.
That's fair. All right, well, let's dive in to week 6. Let's start off with our games of the week. So, Drew, you're in timeout because you showed up late, so you can go last. Hey, I don't make the rules. I just
you do
enforce them.
You also made them.
That just seems direct.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he's kind of calling me out in a very direct way, whereas I have no control over the rules that I make. So
yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I have no control. Listen, what Wednesday Zack does, Thursday Zack has no idea. Okay, just I'll tell you that right now. James, go.
You're gonna make me tee up after that. All right.
Oh yeah, I always do that.
My game of the week from last week was the Bucks and Eagles, because I kind of thought the Eagles were going to bounce back into it. Also, fair point, the Eagles have had the most success running against the Bucks that we've, I think, seen all year, and then they decided, we're not going to do it. Fuck it. Out of nowhere, But one of my biggest points is that they have Jalen Hurts who's mobile. They started giving Miles Sanders carries, and then out of nowhere, they're just like, nah, this is working. We're not going to do that. Oh,
even the crowd started chanting, run the ball.
I know.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's tough.
Tough.
It makes no fucking sense. On another note of that game, on the other side, is Brady kind of looked like old Patriots Brady, where he wasn't getting yards through deep like air yards. He was getting yards through like screens and short passes.
That is what Tom Brady always does, always.
That's what I'm saying. Well, the bread and butter, but since he's been in Tampa, he's been apparently a deep ball thrower.
I don't know that I'd say.
I mean, not
that,
like
but
not Josh Allen, but I'm saying like
comparatively to himself.
comparatively, sure.
Comparatively, yeah.
No, he's fuck Tom Brady.
You gotta love Drew and his just positive outlook on life.
Always here for that.
Yeah, we love that. We love that. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot closer of a game than I was expecting. I mean, obviously the Bucks had an early lead and they kept adding on, but then at one point it stopped, and then I looked at the score again. I was like, oh, what the fuck, 28-22. Like that seemed a lot closer than I was expecting. But I mean, hey, good game, good win for the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Hurts really like most of these games has been him cooking in the second half. Like if you want to be in these competitive things, like think back to Carolina. If he was going in the first half, if he was on like from the go,
yeah,
it would have been a much different game. Instead, he decides to start up in the second half, be a second half like player, which is fine, but against the Bucks, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, as much as the Bucks defense is banged up and that secondary is really banged up, if you have a good running game going against that Tampa run defense and you just if you abandon it, you deserve to lose the game. I mean, I think that's the bottom line here, right? I mean, yeah, ridiculous, but whatever. Drew, I guess we'll move on to you.
Oh, I don't have to go last now.
No, I forgive you.
Oh,
I forgive you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. So my game of the week was, a little personal to me. Big thanks to Derrick Henry for.
Okay, can I tell you something? I'm writing the thing for it right now, and I thought somehow I accidentally hit it, and I was just about to apologize until I realized James is a fucking huge dick.
Hands up, we're good. Special thanks to Derrick Henry for being the entire Titans offensive scheme.
Yeah, I mean that we've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. The dude is a fucking freak of nature.
Animal.
To be 250 pounds and have the fastest time of any ball carrier all year long so far is absolutely terrifying. I do not physically understand how you're supposed to stop Derrick Henry. He's got breakaway speed, and you're good luck tackling him. Good luck. So, I mean, this was a phenomenal game. Being what the Titans are and have been so far, I was expecting the Bills to kind of stomp on them a little bit. Clearly, that was not the case. They came up with that huge stop, the Titans defense, on that 4th and 1 at the very end of the game.
I mean, Josh Allen slipped.
Oh, but that's only because he ran into a fucking brick wall.
Of course.
So good for them getting that defensive line sorted out for a big situation and stepping up to the plate. And if they can do that, they can ride Derrick Henry as far as he will take them. And that's really their only option right now. But no, the Bills looked pretty good too. I mean, both teams looked really, really good. This was a great game. I was pretty much expecting it to go into overtime as well, but not a 4th overtime game. It was not to beat this week.
Yeah, I mean, I was keeping up with that game. That was the Monday night game, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. I was keeping up with that game, like as I was watching the Sox, and I had it on the.
I was watching it because I needed it for fantasy.
Whatever. You did. I mean, he came in clutch. He got you that second win. Like he carried you to that second win.
Fuck the median. I'm on top of that shit.
I know. That was awesome. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, defenses figure out Derrick Henry in the last couple games of the season, and when it comes playoff time, you sell out. And that's the thing. So last year, the Titans were a very good team, a complete team. This year, it's just Derrick Henry. That offense is sputtered, which is crazy because you have A.J. Brown and Julio. Obviously, they've dealt with injuries, but I still find it crazy that they're not finding their stride yet.
It is
this game is a good indicator that they're about to hit stride, and we'll see a dominant Titans team possibly, but if you're Mike Vrabel, I would be worried about that defense because that defense.
Oh yeah, the defense is terrible. The defense is still terrible. They just happen to step up in a big situation. You can't count on that again. You can't count on being in that situation again with that defense.
9 times out of 10, Josh Allen will get that and win the game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the thing. Like you got lucky. They got stood up at the line, and then he slipped. Because even if he slipped and still got back up and had time, he still could have reached the ball over. I mean, it was a 4th and short one.
Oh yeah,
so
I agree.
All right, well, I'll move on to my game. Any
dude.
more? What?
Taylor Lewan.
Yes. Yeah, the injuries. There are 2 injuries.
Yeah, that was tough.
Taylor Lewan and Darryl on those Steelers.
I
didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Taylor Lewan.
The Seahawks player against the Steelers. That's what it was.
Oh.
Taylor Lewan, apparently, I thought he had a spinal issue, just had a severe concussion.
Yeah.
Which is not much better.
No.
Slightly better.
Definitely better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Glad for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but, again, Titans win that game.
Yes, they did.
And I think you see kind of a regression in the Bills defense and how
what you can do against Derrick Henry.
No, right, and that's the thing. There really isn't. But like, if I'm a team playing the Titans and I have the talent to match up with them, I'm selling the run. Oh God, it's Phil.
Yeah, this is also an offense that I thought was going to lean heavier on the pass with Julio coming in, and now Julio's been out.
I mean, he made a really good catch.
It's hard to establish that when, you're not there every week, when you're missing weeks here and there, which is, I mean, kind of what you're getting with Julio at this point.
Right.
But, yeah, no, I mean, thank God they have one of the best running backs to ever exist on a football field.
I remember
that's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just going to say, I remember 4 years ago, I was talking to Royce, and Royce was like, this guy will be the best running back in the league in like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember, like, when they had DeMarco Murray, and then, they got rid of him, and they were running with some, like, no-name backs or whatever, and Derrick Henry was still on the bench. We're like, why is this guy not in? They wasted, like, a year or 2 of his career.
That man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But, like... That's the thing.
Like monster they had chained up on the bench, just
literally.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, anybody who like watched, and this is not a shot at you guys, but like anybody who watched college football knew that Derrick Henry was going to be good in the NFL purely from a standpoint of how do you tackle him.
Well, but I mean, like just looking at him, I was like, no, I agree with that. And like,
the dude's a tight end playing running back and runs like a fucking scat back. It's scary.
I know it's tough. All right. Any
more back grosses me out.
Yeah, it's not great. Any more comments on that game?
No.
Okay.
I got none.
All right. Well, I'll move forward. We'll go to my game of the week, and that was the Patriots-Cowboys game. So, tough game for us, but I mean, it was still a really good game overall. Again, as a fan of the team. Oh God, Amber Alert for Jason Tatum. Jesus.
Yeah, apparently he's in I saw him have an awful pass in the paint.
Well, you know what? He'll find his stride at some point. But yeah, I mean, again, good game. The last 4 minutes of that game was insane. I mean, you had the pick six, then the touchdown the very next play. Dak drives it down the field to tie it. And then, again, the coaching loses you the game.
Oh, God, yeah. Again. Belichick.
Again.
How?
You have to go for it. You have to.
You have to.
That
there
if they
no
don't,
choice.
Yeah, they had no choice. You're in overtime. You give them the ball back at the 50, it's not going to matter because they're going to go down and score no matter what. 10 times out of 10. I mean, CD fucking Lamb is a baller. Baller.
God, dude.
Like,
just
terrible decision. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know where we go from here. The team overall played well. I mean, there were obviously areas that they need improvement. No, absolutely. Like, well, actually, that wasn't Aguilar. That was Kendrick Bourne, actually. Kendrick Bourne was the one who drop the pass right into Trayvon Diggs' arms. He made up for it the very next play, but doesn't excuse the play before that. I get it, but I mean, I don't know what else this team has to do in order for them to win close games. They find themselves in these situations.
Go for it on fourth down.
Right, I understand that. I understand that. I get that point, but like what else can they like change, or what else can we critique about that besides the coaching? Like it's I guess as a fan, it's frustrating watching them because it's like, you know how they would have done it in the past, but just because Brady's not there anymore, they're playing completely different, and they don't trust anyone.
No reason to do it.
Right, exactly. You have to go out and have a competitive football game, and if you're not going for it on fourth down in overtime with the game on the line, like what are you doing? What are you doing? That was it was a terrible play.
I mean, you look at any coach at this point, most of them are going for it on fourth. I mean, even look at the Chargers-Ravens game. Like, they went for it. The Chargers were down deep. They were on their own 19, and they still went for it on fourth and whatever it was at that time.
It was like 4 yards, and it was like the second quarter. And
even still.
It's like you can't do. You're down 14-0 or whatever it was at that point.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, now you're stretching it. Now you're just going for it to go for it. These are situations where there's no option. There's no reason to be punching to the Cowboys. There's no reason to be kicking that field goal against the Bucs.
Exactly.
These are starting to pile up, and that's not a good sign for Patriots fans.
Right, and that's the thing. If this is the kind of stuff that's happening, we know where the adjustment needs to be made. It's on the coaching side of things.
That's it.
There's only so much Mac Jones can do.
I think he's done everything he possibly
really has.
can.
He has.
So far.
He's been better than I think most people gave him credit for, and I'm one of those people. I didn't think he was going to be any good. People. Yeah, he's made the throws. I mean, he threw the ball downfield way more than I was expecting him to against that defense. Granted, he threw a pick six to Trayvon Diggs, but I mean, the throw was a little high, but I don't blame him for that.
It was up and out. It could have been a better throw for sure.
Yeah, of course. But you don't expect your wide receiver to kind of just like pop it right up. But it wasn't even like it wasn't popped up. Like it literally just fell into his hands. And like, so, I mean, I don't know. But overall, I mean, it was a really good game. Obviously, the outcome is not what we wanted. But I mean, against a team like Dallas, that kind of offense, I mean, they played well enough to win the game, but not in their favor. So that's all I have to say about that game. Also, please, for the love of Christ, use Ramondre Stevenson. I'm getting sick and tired of watching them go Damian Harris every single play and then try and run like Brandon Bolden. Use Ramondre Stevenson. I get it. You're going to have fumble problems. Every back in this offense has fumble problems. It doesn't matter. Just run them anyways.
I have 2 points. Yeah,
what's up?
100%. His usage is going up, but I have two points for this game. And I saw this. So this is not my original take, but someone said that N'Keal Harry, after that night, officially solidified himself as the worst Belichick pick.
So bad.
So there's, I think I can justify that, but yeah.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
I think it'd be tough to argue against that at this point.
Honestly,
terrible. Now, I'll give him Sony Michel for the mere fact that he had 6 touchdowns in that playoff, that Super Bowl run.
/ they won a Super Bowl after. And
I mean, he still did things in the regular season. He still touched the ball. He was still positively productive. You can't say the same for N'Keal Harry.
No, God no. You really can't. I mean, there is no way that you can confidently say N'Keal Harry was even a decent pick.
Oh,
that was probably one of the worst picks I've ever seen Belichick make, and I have watched this man draft Aaron Dobson, Kembrell Tompkins, who just got arrested for fraud. Yeah, COVID fraud. He's going to jail for 12 years.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Cambrell, what are you doing, man?
wonderful. Well, I mean, when you get cut from like 7 teams, you got to make money somewhere. I guess he wanted the IRS to be that avenue. I don't fucking know. But anyways,
Ocean
let's
Avenue.
yeah.
Hold on, I got one more point.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go.
Where do you guys live on the Trayvon Diggs thing? Because like
Um,
I think in my personal opinion, I think people focus too much on the interception stat, which we've all seen people say.
I mean, from
from here and there, but like he's getting burnt a lot, including that Kendrick Bourne Hail Mary.
Exactly.
The next play.
I don't know. I think his numbers are inflated. I think that he is just getting really lucky with his placement. I don't think he's a good cover corner. I mean, sure, maybe he gets a lot of picks, but like I don't know.
I disagree. I think he's definitely talented.
No, I'm sure he's talented, but I don't think
he didn't really get burnt on that play. That is the safety's responsibility at that point. That was not man coverage.
So, he's on pace to give up 845 yards to opposing receivers this year.
All right. Yeah. So
which great. I mean, obviously that's an inflated, like that can go anywhere, but
yeah. I mean, he's maybe that's why he has so many interceptions. Actually, he's just getting thrown out a lot.
It's the law of odds, right? Is like at some point, eventually, you're going to intercept one of those passes.
Keep throwing at him; he will pick it off every once in a while.
Well, I mean, Kevin King law of interceptions.
Oh God. Well, I think the best way to tell. 1 second.
The best way to tell, okay,
is to just stop talking.
Best way to tell is just to completely freeze. All right, Drew. So now it's you and me.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about on this particular subject? Or
I got nothing, to be honest. I mean, I've spoke my piece.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's move on.
Yeah, who fucking cares about Zack's opinions?
Yeah, we'll get there. He can voice his
circle back, right? He'll circle back.
Exactly.
All right, so we've done we've done our game of the week, right?
Yep.
Disappointment of the week. Oh, Drew, we have the same disappointment.
Oh, really? Yours says the Browns defense.
What, your love life?
Never mind. Mine's a surprise of the week is how bad the Washington.
Yeah.
Your disappointment of the week is how bad the Washington defense is.
Sorry, Dave attacked Dom.
Oh boy. Yeah. Jarrett?
Yeah, she's just got like a lot of blood on her hands, but that's fine.
Ew.
Love
like
that.
She murdered? Oh my God.
Yeah, he's dead. Dave's dead.
R.I.P. Dave. Dave Memorial.
Rip David.
No, he got her good. Like there are fang marks.
Wow.
Fang marks.
I mean, he's got those teeth that like stick out whenever he like sits down.
Dave's
I actually couldn't get my hand away.
Christ almighty. Anyways, we moving on to week 6 disappointments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We were just talking.
Oh, perfect. Who wants to go first? You want me to go first? We'll do sneak draft. All right, sounds good. All right. Thank you.
I think it would make sense if it goes you, me, and then Drew, and then we can loop my surprise into Drew's disappointment.
That sounds great. All right, so it's going to be me, Drew, then James, and then James can go again and have it split. All right, so disappointment. Week 6 disappointments. I mean, I feel like this has to be the most disappointing thing for me. Where were the Chargers, bro? Like, what the fuck was that?
They couldn't get anything going.
They got 6 points. 6 points.
Bad.
I mean, how many points did they score against the Browns, James? Not to bring this up. Sorry. Unfortunately.
Whole lot.
6. 40 odd something. 49, I think.
And they could only manage 6 against the Ravens. That's tough.
Originally, I wanted to write up both of those losses. Like my immediate fan justification of both of those losses were that they were hangover losses. The Chargers, at least, I can write that up as a hangover loss. Browns, I cannot. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. I mean, also coupled with the fact that Arizona's disgustingly good, but that's
that we'll get there.
We'll get there at some point.
Good.
I mean, the Ravens look shockingly good. I mean, somehow they went from having, a decent run game to Le'Veon Bell, Devonta Freeman, thank you. And who else did they get? Oh, right, Latavius Murray. So
Yeah, but he's hurt now. He is.
He did.
he's also hurt. Oh well, whatever. But
Day to day.
I mean, it doesn't matter who's in their backfield right now. They're producing. And
Yeah.
coupled with
Listen.
Lamar Jackson, I mean, it's been potent. So
Agreed.
One of my favorite. Oh, sorry if I'm cutting someone off there. One of my favorite things that I've already seen from this team, and I hate it as a Browns fan.
naturally,
Well, Lamar Jackson being able to pass is great for his advancement as a quarterback. But two, they draft one of my favorite receivers in this draft in Rashad Bateman. And I was like, he's going to need some time to adjust, whatever. He goes out there and gets like 60-odd yards and like 4 receptions and was out there for most of the plays. Like, he was in the game immediately. He was ready to go against a very good Chargers secondary.
well, that's good.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Go Rashad.
yeah, I mean, the Chargers are a good team. Rashad. Yeah, I mean, the Chargers are a really good team. Obviously, this loss is going to be a setback for them. Come playoff time, these two teams could match up again. We'll see what they bring to the table. But yeah, I mean, very disappointing week for the Chargers. Disappointing in general for any football fans watching this game and seeing a complete dud. I mean, I'm sure Ravens fans had a great time. I think anyone else was just like, nah.
Yeah,
So,
that was not the game we expected.
no.
Sure.
All right. Moving on to James's week 6 disappointment.
It should just be the Browns as a whole, but instead we're just going to go with the defensive focus.
Yeah, the Browns dick game was terrible.
It was bad. It was atrociously bad. And I want to blame Joe Woods. I want to look at that and say our defensive coordinator scheme sucks. It's the same way I can do that with the Washington, because they have the pieces, but John Johnson's been average. Injuries have been biting us. We're now the fucking Chargers and Eagles have passed. I don't know out of fucking where, but JOK is out now.
Yep.
Our corners, we're promoting people from the practice squad to jump up already. It's bad. It's a bad situation for a defense that was supposed to be very good.
Right. Well, so here's my thing, right? So, the AFC is really wide open. I mean, especially with the Chiefs acting the way they are. I think if your injury bug is not, I mean, obviously you have a lot of players out, but I guess if it's a smaller size, what am I trying to say? Jesus Christ. If the injuries aren't that long, like if they're 2 to 3 weeks out, all that kind of stuff,
right?
They come back and they're healthy, then we're talking about a different season for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. We're also, you're right. It is hitting us at a good time. I'd rather have it earlier in the year and try to make up that ground, especially where our schedule is getting lighter.
Right.
Kareem Hunt is expected 4 weeks or whatever. Nick Chubb didn't even hit the IR. He didn't even use that 3-week IR, so he should be back.
Mm-hmm.
Trade OBJ. Drew, please take him. We'll negotiate a trade between us
later.
No,
I don't fucking
You can
want
take
him.
OBJ. He's cursed this team. This team was fine. This team was fine before he came back. And now I don't
far the fuck away from me.
No, either of you take him. And now I don't know. So we'll see. All the injuries are about 4 weeks. Hopefully we get all the back at the same time. We all get those pieces clicking back. That was such a loud one. But
that sounded
dude,
like a fucking question.
I was holding on for so long. Hopefully we get them all back. Hopefully it all starts firing. We'll see. But to this point, I'm not optimistic anymore.
I wouldn't be. All right.
No, especially with our. I mean, there's also a whole offensive rant I could go on, but we'll focus on the defense.
All right. Well, let's move on to Drew's disappointment, which will tie right into James's surprise. Drew, your disappointment for week 6.
Much like James, I am disappointed in the defense this week, and the same defense to some degree. But the Washington football team, as he mentioned, just another unit that hasn't been able to live up to the standards that they set for themselves last year. And they had a chance this week against a Patrick Mahomes that's kind of scrambling, making some bad decisions, way more than we've ever seen Patrick Mahomes make in his career so far. And they just got walked all over. So I am just hoping that they can turn things around. Like James said, they have the pieces. It's there. They've built a good defense, but something's wrong. And play calling very well could be that issue.
All right. Can I ask a serious question? Can I ask
No.
a serious question? No? Okay, we'll move on then. Fuck me.
No, yeah, I shook my head yes. I'm waiting.
No, Drew said no.
I do.
Oh, all
He did
right. Sorry, no, Zach.
Yeah.
Drew said no.
Okay. Comparatively, are we watching another Russell Wilson?
I am confused.
Okay. First year comes out, makes the playoffs. Second year wins the Super Bowl. Third year gets beat by Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Year after that falls off.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Washington. I mean, maybe,
No.
but I doubt it.
I disagree. I
Don't
think
think so?
Patrick Mahomes has more overall talent than Russell Wilson.
Okay. I was just curious. I think just the way that they have both started their careers was similar. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes was a first round pick. And Russell Wilson kind of came out of nowhere, took the starting role, all that kind of stuff. But they both win a Super Bowl, go back into the next year, lose to Tom Brady. Then, we obviously know how Russell Wilson is now, and he hasn't been back to a Super Bowl since losing to Tom Brady. I'm just asking, do we think that will happen to Patrick Mahomes?
It could, but it's not going to be any fault of his own. Just a lot like it was.
No.
Wilson's fault.
Right.
But yeah, that defense is deteriorating as we speak.
Right,
so,
and that was less of a is Patrick Mahomes. I guess what I meant to say is his career path going to be the same because it's eerily similar the first 3 or 4 years. So I was just looking to see maybe if anyone else noticed that trend but whatever. Any other comments on Washington's defense before we move on, Drew?
no, they're bad.
They're not good. I mean, Chase Young is still unbelievable, but
Is he though? Is he though? Is he? Because I was talking about this with Oatley, like one of our biggest fans. He's very good. He's very talented at speed rushing. Once it's beyond, like he faces a lineman that he can't just like shoot around and like has to try to outpower them. He's not as good. He only has 1.5 sacks this year. Montez Sweat has 3. The entire team looks like shit on defense. They can't get to the quarterback, and that was their bread and butter, was rushing the quarterback and making them make bad plays last year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like sometimes you stick with something too long. Maybe they need to try something new on defense. Like you said, I mean, if you think this is more of a play calling situation where, they're a little stale, you got to try and change it up.
I guess get Jack Del Rio out of there.
God, another one. All right, let's move on. Let's go to our week 6 surprises. Let's try to burn through these so we can go to our video segment. All right, James, surprise.
How unbelievably bad the Washington football team defense is. On paper, on the field, they lit the Chiefs back into that because they went into half with a lead and just couldn't compete in the second half. After like forcing Patrick Mahomes to make a fucking atrocious interception or throw an atrocious interception, you just started doing Patrick Mahomes things and do that like across the body, weird in route to fucking like I think it was Tyreek Hill. Like it was just dumb shit that they were just letting him do, and they had no answer for it.
Yeah, I mean
that's what the Chiefs do. You have the lead at halftime, and it just slips away sometimes when you're playing Patrick Mahomes.
It's true.
Honestly,
I mean, yeah. But I mean, we've talked Washington to death, but ooh, that
I'm not going to say that's not justified.
That was a slow burn too. All right, Drew, we'll go right to you, sir. We'll go right back to you. Your surprise of the week.
I am pleasantly surprised. I mean, I guess I hate the team, but like, good to see them being functional without Russell Wilson. The Seattle Seahawks putting up a fight against the Steelers team that's been decent. The defense has been pretty good. So, and hey, the Seahawks defense kept up pretty well as well. So, go Seahawks.
My favorite thing is the Najee Harris usage.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to.
I am sorry. He is real good.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I mean,
that-
yeah, he's a monster.
Well, no, but my like top 5 running backs coming out of the draft. Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Yeah, he's real good.
I mean, just involve it. He had 24 carries and then 6 more receptions.
Yeah, he's
Like
good.
30 total plays going to him. He's just a workhorse.
He's good.
Which,
I'm sorry.
to be fair, be worried because he's coming out at 23 years old, so he's already on the wrong side for a young.
He reminds me a lot of Zeke in his first years.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
lots of touches, lots of receptions, lots of carries.
I didn't like that, but all right.
That's kind of what the new age running back is, though. I mean, you got to get
Lots
that
of touches.
Like a bell cow of Derrick Henry and a dude who can catch. That's why people like you want the perfect middle ground between CMC and Derrick Henry, which I guess actually might just
Derrick
be
Henry
CMC.
can catch and is
Yeah, I guess.
fast. So
Yeah, Derrick Henry can catch now. I forgot about that. Good point.
Yeah.
But like that's why I'm so like infatuated with like coming up like Bijan Robinson.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that he can catch now because they literally ran him out wide on a play and they threw him like a 30-yard fade.
oh yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like I said, he's a tight end that plays running back
Great.
and can run like Chase Edmonds.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, let's move on. I'll go right to my surprise. Do you have another point?
No, that's another one of my weird James questions.
Oh, go for it. I want to hear it.
Okay, so you're the Steelers GM at this point.
Yep.
Right, you're looking at the draft, and realistically, you realize you need offensive line help and quarterback help, like desperately.
Well,
which one are you going for with that first round pick?
I
mean,
all right. From a Steelers perspective,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have to take a quarterback. I feel like the smart thing to do is to take an offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
But if they take an offensive lineman and take the hit and have whoever a quarterback is going to end up being fucking like Andy Dalton or something. They're bad for a year, and I don't think that they would be willing to accept that. I think that if they're going to be bad for a year, they want it to be under a rookie quarterback and be like, oh, wait, he's developing.
well,
It's always a good thing to be able to shrug off and just be like, well, he's a rookie, give him time. Especially in a market like Pittsburgh.
yeah. I mean, Pittsburgh is too proud of a franchise to
Exactly. To just
however,
be like, we're going offensive lineman. We're not going to have a quarterback for a year. It's going to suck, but deal with it. Like,
they could also spend out big in free agency and go for my worst nightmare, getting Aaron Rodgers.
If Aaron Rodgers wants to leave, that's a gamble. What if he wins the Super Bowl?
True.
What if he wins the Super Bowl?
Oh my god.
True. Come on.
Anyone watching this, aka no one, literally 0 people. That's fine. Anyone watching this, Drew, is in the 5 stages of grief right now. I think denial is number 2.
We don't know what's gonna happen. We
so
all thought he was leaving this year.
True. It's okay. We're not
Drew,
going to.
I'll put a one-way $20 bet that Aaron Rodgers does not re-sign with the Packers next year.
He doesn't have to re-sign. He's under contract.
Oh yeah, he can request a trade, right?
Yes, he. Can.
All right, he doesn't end up playing for the Packers next year. I'll put 20 on that.
All right, can get behind that.
All right, fair enough. All right,
it's no loss to you. I mean, you're fine.
Yeah.
Let's move on to my surprise before Drew starts going off about Aaron Rodgers again.
Not doing shit.
I don't know, drunk uncle. The Raiders, very good win against the Broncos. I know Broncos started the season 3-0, fake 3-0 team, obviously. Yeah. But, the Broncos did play some good football. I thought the Raiders would be lost. Not without John Gruden. I thought they'd be lost because of the incident that was going on, all that kind of stuff, and just they would let the noise kind of just hit them and not, phase it out. A very good win for that team. Derek Carr steps up again. Henry Ruggs is starting to look good. They're starting to utilize him for what he is. He's a downfield burner. I mean, That's what he is. And they can utilize that and Darren Waller. I mean, you're getting that combo going. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. I really don't know how Kenyon Drake has been doing. Probably terrible.
Average at best.
Yeah.
So exactly what we think Kenyon Drake is.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, this Raiders team can be competitive. They can fight for a playoff spot. I just think that they need to make sure that they keep the noise out of the locker room. If they let any of that noise, any of that, speculation, anything about John Gruden seep its way into the locker room, they're done. They're done.
Well, you see, I feel like recently a lot of teams that have lost a head coach mid-season have come out the next game and been really good, and then they kind of fall. So that's
right.
Fully what I'm expecting here. Not because of the controversy, not because of the situation itself, just because it's a change in leadership, because things aren't the same. I feel like it's not going to be good for the Raiders. Sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong though. I mean, that happens all the time. My only thing is like, it wasn't a lot of head coaches that get fired mid-season is usually for performance. This is a little different. So
you're still losing your coach in the middle of the season.
You're still losing your coach, but it's under circumstances where you don't want to, you just want to move forward. Obviously, if you lose a coach, get a new one. It's hard to move forward with that kind of play scheme, but they can still use John Gruden's play scheme. They can still do that and just have a different head coach. But like the fact that he got fired because of extenuating circumstances due to whatever all that shit he said in those emails, I think it might be a different scenario for the Raiders. They have a huge opportunity to take advantage of the noise, shut it out, and just play really good football for the rest of the season. I mean, like I said, if they can shut it out, they can be competitive in the AFC West. I mean, they really can.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well let's move forward to our favorite segment of Garbage Time. We're gonna go right into Boda's Ballin' Plays of the Week, boys. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Ballin'. All right.
I don't have one.
Why don't you have one? Why don't you have one? You literally couldn't look up a play.
Drew and I collaborated on our play of the week.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Why don't you
group project?
All right. Do you want to describe your video, boys?
Fuck you, Zach.
Yeah, clearly.
I'll tell you exactly what's going on.
I think it's really awkward that James tried to play the video like 3 times and it didn't work. I thought you clicked on anything. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah. Sorry. The name of the video is Fuck Zack, and I think you know what's coming. So.
Oh, nice. You're right. Throws it down the field. It's caught at the 10, and this game is over. The Cowboys win it. C.D. Lamb. The play on the timeout. This was it, Jim. You asked me what the play was.
Okay, can we talk about how like monotone he was, and then like 5 seconds after he got in the end zone, just exploded?
Yeah.
Who, Jim or Tony?
Yeah. No, Jim.
Jim Nance sucks.
No, Jim Nance was like, and he has caught the ball and is in the end zone, and this game is over. Thanks.
That was not me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he knows.
I know.
Oh, I know you know.
I know. I don't know why you did it to me because I didn't do it to you earlier. So
I don't care. You've done it to me plenty of times in the past, and I've never done it to you. So
removed from the chat.
I removed you, bitch. All
So,
right. Well,
on that just shows how good of a route runner CeeDee Lamb is,
and how bad Jalen Mills is, and I don't want him.
how bad Jalen Mills is, and also another point from that game we didn't talk about: 567 yards is the highest any offense has ever put up against a Bill Belichick defense.
Mm-hmm.
Highest number, highest amount of yards, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. That's insane.
Yeah, this defense is
That's a lot of yards.
I mean, this defense has not played well. The only bright, like I've been hammering, the only bright spot is Matthew Judon. J.C. Jackson has not been good. Jalen Mills has been terrible. Their coverage has been awful.
Devin McCourty's been bad.
Devin McCourty's been terrible. I mean, you saw that play 2 weeks ago against the Texans where
We all know the play.
yeah, I mean, he just he comes up in coverage. He should have made that tackle, but he just let him run. He's like, all right, cool, go for it.
Davis Mills QB1 week.
Oh God, terrible. All right, well, I'll go to my play now. Who'd they play this week? Oh, they put the Lions. So I have a nice little run play for y'all. Sorry, JK, it was a screen. My bad. Nice little screenplay for you guys.
Oh, I know what one this is.
Yeah. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
You said it was a run play.
It's a screenplay. It's like the same thing. Come on.
Yeah, except one made Tom Brady famous.
Wasn't that Giselle?
Huh?
Didn't. Never mind.
Burrow has it. Wide open for the catch. Mixon inside the 20 with a block. Mixon, and that's going to be a Bengals touchdown. On 4th and 1, all the way in for a 40-yard score.
What a great job by Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I really don't want to listen to the commentary, but yeah, that dude that Jamar Chase blocked literally got sent into.
That was a great fucking block.
He had no idea where he was, and that was more or less.
Just cut you off there.
Should I go or should you go?
No, you go.
I'll
Go,
I
or
was just-
should you go?
I was just gonna say.
So yeah,
that- I was just gonna say it's really less about the play and more about the block. That's all I had to say. But it loses its point after 5 times.
That wasn't really a screen pass either.
Yeah.
You little bitch. You don't know what the
screen
hell's
pass?
going on, do you?
Hold on. We're gonna watch it.
Burrow has it.
Yeah, it was a
Just a
little fucking
flat route.
little
Like,
flat route. Whatever. Fuck off. I don't care.
Eat up balls.
Eat
So anyway,
animals.
like Joe Burrow was saying, you're not going to really see many top 5 players go for a block like that that's not a lineman.
No.
Right.
It was like when Aaron Rodgers went to block for Aaron Jones when he cut back. I was like, holy shit, he actually went and blocked? Damn. Did not expect that from Aaron Rodgers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Those were our Boda ballin' plays of the week. Only 2 because Drew's a queef.
No, we
We
collaborated.
No, you didn't.
You don't
Drew
know
and I
that.
texted.
I did. I
You
knew
don't
it.
know that.
All right, moving on. Week 7. Games to watch. Boys, let's start off by going to James.
Don't we all have the same game to watch?
No,
No.
Drew.
Oh, Drew changed it.
Yeah. Look,
My
look at the
game to
bottom.
watch is the
That is
AFC
same
North
shit.
matchup, and like Zack so politely pointed out at the beginning of the way before we even started this episode, Bengals and Ravens, the first and second teams in the AFC North, facing off.
They play good football.
Receiving.
I mean,
receiving.
We were on the Bengals about not picking Sewell. That offensive line has looked a lot better than it did last year. They're protecting Burrow a lot better. And, I mean, come on, that connection to Jamar Chase has been electric.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That cannot be understated, to be honest with you.
No, it really can't. I mean, that is a focal point of that offense.
Facts.
Okay, I thought someone else had more to say.
No, I mean they have arguably the best young wide receiver core
Wow,
Yeah.
in the wide receiver core. But like between the three, like between Boyd, Higgins, and fucking Chase, like what's the average age there? 23, 5 or whatever. Like it's insane that they have 3 young wide receivers who are ballers.
Their offensive core.
Higgins should be a Packer.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Fact.
Their
Oh,
offensive core of skill players is young and good. So
Yeah.
they
Correct.
have something there. They just need to build around the defense again, and we'll see. This Bengals team could be something.
And the
next,
defense isn't that bad.
No, they're not. They're not
Really
that bad.
not, dude.
They're not. They're really not that bad. But if they want to actually be able to compete in the AFC, they're going to need to bulk up on defense a little more. I mean, especially in that division where you have potent offenses, especially Lamar Jackson. I mean, you have to game plan for him and him alone. I mean, he's a game changer. So
we'll see how it goes. Like you said, Bates and Bell have been doing phenomenal secondary.
I mean, Jesse Bates is has been sneakily the best safety in all football.
Honestly,
and
he's 2 years out of the draft. Like,
yeah,
he's 24.
Yeah. I mean, he came out of nowhere last year. No one expected anything remotely close to what he gave us last year, and he's continuing the trend. So, I mean, good for them. Good for them. All right, well, Drew, let's go to your game. I forgot. Hold on. Let me just show this real quick. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, JK. Never mind. It's not there. Go for it.
My game to watch is the Chiefs and the Titans. I think this is going to be a really interesting game. As all my game of the weeks are kind of a proving game. These are the games that I like. I want to see what Chiefs offense we end up with. I want to see what Titans defense that we end up with. I know Derrick Henry is going to steamroll the Chiefs defense.
Oh, God.
So it comes down to if Kansas City's offense is feeling competent enough that day to take on a usually bad but sometimes pretty decent defense.
This seems like one of those games that should be a shootout, but ends up being like a 19-16 game.
I really hope not. I think it's probably going to be somewhere like 26 to 23.
I mean, I really hope so. I hope we get a shootout because like these are two of the best offenses. Well, I mean, the best offense and then Derrick Henry, but
yeah.
I mean, still, offense, defense, whatever. But yeah, no, two terrible defenses, two amazing offenses. So we will see. I mean, you know, coming off of a huge win against the Bills, is it a momentum building win? We'll see.
That we shall.
Yeah. I anytime I see this matchup, I think back to Marcus Mariota passing it to himself and getting a touchdown.
Oh my god, yes. So funny.
Mm-hmm.
I was at a Bruins game and I watched that clip. I watched that live and I literally went, what the fuck was that? That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Wouldn't you have to be at the game to watch it live?
No, I had it live on my phone.
Okay.
What?
Drew just out of nowhere, so subtle, bitch.
Okay. Let's move on to blowout watch. So, anybody got blowouts they want to talk about potentially for this week?
Oh, I got blowout. I got blowout for you.
Yeah, let's hear it. I saw it. Drew, go for it.
It's going to be the Matt staff.
Ooh, yeah.
Going
Yeah.
to absolutely shred the Detroits.
Yeah.
Lions are about to get a whole new butthole torn by their former quarterback.
So, are we going to write off Dan Campbell? Like, should they just get rid of him?
I like his attitude. I really like his attitude.
I do too.
Style.
But like,
so I think that's a little more valuable right now in Detroit than success should be.
I mean, I guess.
Has there been an attitude or a coach that you're like, hey, they're not winning right now, but I like the guy? No, there's been none.
Yeah.
So is more than anyone else that's tried so far.
Drew brings up a really good point, man. Like the first step in rebuilding a team is to change that culture, and Dan Campbell's done that very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I get that.
The players love being there.
Okay, here's my question: if they go 0-17, does he still have a job?
Yeah,
I would say so.
100%.
All right.
Then they get Kayvon Thibodeau, and they're fucking balling on defense.
I'm saying
if he doesn't, he should have a job very, very shortly after.
And that's the thing. I'm saying it less of a Dan Campbell standpoint and more of a fucking Lions or a dumbass franchise standpoint.
If they let Matt Patricia do what Matt Patricia did for like 3 years, they can let Dan Campbell have a year.
You would think, but
I already think they've kind of committed to losing for the year. I mean, they let Ragnow go through with that surgery. Like, if it was more of an issue for them to compete in the North, like they would have I've been like, hey,
Well, they
like,
got no
don't
chance.
do it.
No,
Yeah, but they know they don't have a chance. They let Ragnow go get that surgery so he has longevity and take the offseason and offseason plus to heal.
yeah.
I think
No, I mean, smart.
Season plus.
Sneaky good moves. They're making. They got some picks. They're gonna
Yeah.
do some things.
Upgrade
All right, well, we'll
your
see.
off-season with off-season plus. New from ESPN.
Get the offseason plus bundle.
It's the Dan Campbell workout routine. It's cutting off the leg of a tiger and then just eating it for the
Into it.
offseason. Yeah,
It is
we love that.
wrestling alligators.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. And then crying afterwards.
He's a complicated man.
Dude, no, he sobbed. He sobbed at the podium. I felt.
Oh, dude,
like,
I love Dan
uncomfortable.
Campbell. I really like him.
Huh?
I really like Dan Campbell.
I got a blowout watch.
Say it.
Cards, Texans, anybody like that? What?
Yeah, I don't know how I overlooked that one, but yeah.
Probably not going to end well for anyone involved. That's.
I honestly, I would not be surprised if Kyler is out by the third quarter.
That's probably a fair prediction.
I mean,
this should be a slaughter.
This should be a steamroll.
If you're Nick Caserio, what do you do with Davis Mills at this point?
The time.
Panic.
You do it, cry. Yeah.
With Davis Mills though, at this point, like, wouldn't you just like we talked about with Drew?
Let him play. Who the fuck cares? At this
that's
point?
the thing. Let him.
That's what I'm saying.
Play.
It's like, why wouldn't you just let him play when Tyrod comes back?
Let him play. Get him the experience. Because if you want him moving forward, get him the experience. Whether it's a loss or a win, it's still game experience. Like,
they don't
but
want
they
him.
actually, their defense is too bad. If the defense even looked half decent, I'd say you give the job back to Tyrod. But they're not. They're not going to do anything meaningful. So yes, you let Davis Mills play.
Get that draft pick. Get the higher pick. Because even if you're not going to use it on a player that you're drafting, having a high draft pick is the most valuable thing in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
one of the most valuable things in the NFL.
Well, except for for Bill Belichick, who can't fucking draft in the first round for his entire life.
Except for Bill Belichick. But I'm saying from even that point, you get either an elite college talent or you trade away for an elite proven talent.
Right.
It's a piece to move you forward.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, James, you have blowout?
Hashtag Davis Mills Fadbo.
Okay.
My blowout watch
5
is me blowing the hole out of the back of my underwear because I keep farting. But mostly it is the Bucs versus Bears. I think the Bucs demolish in this one. I don't think Justin Fields has an answer for it.
I don't know about that one.
What do you mean? You're going to assume Matt Nagy learned?
Oh, hell no. I don't think
Sirianni's mistakes.
I don't think they win that game, but I don't think it's a blowout. Brady struggled against the Rams defense. I think he's going to struggle against the Bears defense.
Blowout.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette goes
offense ain't going to do shit.
Well, no, that offense isn't going to do shit. I mean, a 20 points is a blowout, but it could be like a 20-10 game or something like that. I don't know.
It'll probably be like 23-0.
That could be a 2. That's a blowout, 100%.
If they blank them, that's embarrassing, and I think you can already start putting that bust tag on Justin Fields.
I mean, yeah. I don't know
about that. That offensive line is so bad. So fucking
Look at his decision making. Drew, you saw it.
His decision is not great.
It's not good. He looks like he's never played football before.
No, yeah, sometimes. Dude, it's like he's being chased out of bounds for like 4 solid seconds. Just like, are you gonna throw it out? Are you gonna throw it out? No, you're gonna get sacked. Okay, good choice, Justin. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, let's move on. Final thoughts, boys. Any final thoughts about Week 6 and or Week 7?
Resign Baker.
Resign Baker. Mayfield?
Mm-hmm.
Buda Baker.
I thought he meant Buda Baker. I was like,
no, I mean, yes, but also, no, I mean, I obviously am
yes, but also no.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
Carolina fucking sucks.
Carolina does fucking suck.
Yeah.
I told y'all they were bad.
Well, I mean, both the Broncos and the Panthers started 3-0, and none of us thought that they were actually 3-0 teams.
Yeah, but I told you they were both bad. And they're both bad.
All right, fine. I'll give you like half credit.
Nope, they're both bad.
Dude, shout out to one of my
credit.
fucking draft diamonds balling out in Chuba Hubbard.
Chubu!
Yeah, he's looked good. He's looked good.
I told you.
Yeah. Hey,
I told you.
I agreed. I said it.
He also shared it on his story. So shout out you, Chuba.
Yeah.
Forever standing
I
Chuba.
remember that. Yeah, that's awesome. I got a surprise for this week, I guess. I mean, not really a surprise if you looked at the schedule, but the Sunday night and Monday night games are going to be fucking terrible.
Dookie.
Garbage.
We got.
Wentz versus Lance. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Good luck marketing
I think
that.
it's gonna be Garoppolo too.
Oh, go okay. Sorry, Wentz versus
Still
Garoppolo. Even
Dookie.
better. Even
Yeah,
better.
it's worse actually.
And then Jameis Winston and Geno Smith. Yeah, that's a fucking marquee matchup right there.
Oh, I'm playing every bit of Jameis Winston I got this week.
Dude, Jameis is gonna go 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 150 yards, and fucking break his ankle. Get over yourself.
Gold.
God, that is
Dude.
Jameis. That is Jameis at his peak right there. Peak Jameis.
Who's excited for all the trade deadline talk next week for it?
Oh, I am very excited to talk
Oh,
about a bunch of
shit.
nonsense and most of it not happen.
Week
give
8,
it
Green Bay
98.
and Arizona, the Thursday night game. That's gonna be wild.
What?
Week 8, Green Bay and Arizona, Thursday night. Gonna be
Ooh,
nuts.
that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good game.
I hope.
Any other final thoughts for Week 6 review, Week 7 preview, anything of the sort? Sign Baker
Resign
still?
Baker.
Resign Baker? All right.
I'll be
That's fine.
forever. Beyond being a stan, like it just makes sense.
James, final thoughts. Resign Baker, then cut him. Drew,
No.
final
I
thoughts?
agree
Drew?
with James.
All right. Cool.
Except for Buda Baker.
Except Buda Baker.
Drew literally said, "Hey, write my name on the paper. I want an A for this episode."
Well, for two segments of the episode.
Yeah, because we've never fucking done that before, Zach.
Shut the fuck up! Don't expose me.
Exposed, bitch.
Not gonna make it this far.
Fi-
Who gives a shit?
Final thoughts. I'm a fucking inbred. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh God. Oh my God. I almost just said welcome to garbage time. Jesus Christ. But over again, guys. Welcome to garbage time.
We're
Yep, we're on the
Yeah, we
week
just chain
10.
record these episodes, guys.
Yeah,
it
week
just never
10.
ends.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes threw his 20th pick of the season. No, I'm kidding.
Since yesterday.
Yeah, literally. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You know where to find us: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Twitch. What?
The Bruins got shellacked.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, they lost 6-3. I saw. It's okay. It's fine.
Bad.
We are on TikTok, Sports Me. Find us on both of those. James throws up some fire battles and some fire TikToks.
Early.
Barely anymore. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's all right. We're still up there. You can still find us on there. You know where you can't find us? Stitcher. Fuck that app.
You sure?
I think so. I don't
Drew's been recording Drew's poos, where he takes a 10-minute poo but records a mini podcast where he talks about whatever he wants. It's called Drew's Poos.
All right. Tune in next Thursday.
I hate how much that sounds like Blue's Clues. I hate it so much.
Except in his handy dandy notebook, it's fucking like
Oh,
morbid
please
thoughts.
don't say any
Morbid
more
thoughts.
words.
Drew's Poos. Drew's Poos.
Oh
my
God.
God.
What's he
That's so
shitting at?
That's so fucking bad.
Okay, well, stay soggy, peeps.
Stay beautiful.
Bye.